everybody in this building awaiting his latest trials debut. Caeleb Dressel, defending Olympic champion in this event, now 27 years old. There was a time in his career, Rowdy, where he took 8 months off. He talked about getting out of the water, and everybody was wondering if he was even going to swim in another Olympics, much less another trials.
Right.
But here he is, and we're about to find out where Caeleb Dressel is in this latest bid to make his 3rd Olympic team.
About 50 seconds away from seeing
where
where Caeleb stands, because it has been a bit mysterious about what exactly is going to do. Now you see the familiar name at the top right there on his reaction time, right?
Yeah, that's nothing new. The best start, one of the best starts you've ever seen in the sport.
Yeah, it really is. And in the first 15 meters is the best I've ever seen in my life. And who are the two front? Alexi and Dressel. That's what you want to see. A nice little pop there going out for Dressel. 22.9, 22.4 for Alexi. I said a year ago, this is the future of the 100 freestyle, and I'm talking about Jack Alexi. Look at him motor on, and Dressel's in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, he is showing us something. Alexi in lane 4.
Watch it, Dan.
Dressel is 2 lanes below him.
Wow!
And Alexi, what a time by Jack Alexi. That's a personal best, 47.08.
And that's the fastest swim in history in the United States. That's a U.S. Open record. Holy moly, 47. And Dressel at 47.8, no problem there for him. That's a fast heat, too. Watch the start right there. You go off with pure explosion. Alexi right there. There's Dressel in 6. That's what you have to do. The fireworks start there, and then Dressel doing a great job as usual, getting up and popping up. But you have to take that quick breath as he's breathing, and then you go into the finish. So look at Alexi, Dan. Wow, that is just outside the top 10 performances in history. That's the 9th fastest swimmer in history. Now it's Jack Alexi.
Jack Alexi building since the standout performance that he made in Fukuoka last summer, 47.08, that 2nd fastest swim in the world this year. Dressel was 2nd in the heat. Dressel's going to cruise into the semifinal with a 3rd best time.
Oh, it's great to be with you guys, Dan and Rowdy, again, and it's great to see this guy here, Caeleb, your first swim of the meet. What's it like to be back?
That feels great. That first one always sucks, to be honest. There's no way around it. The goal was top 16, so I'm good. I mean, I'm always happy when I get under 48. So for a morning swim, not really my strong spot, so I'm really excited for that. Since
Tokyo, you've taken an extended break from the sport. You've had your first child, a son. How has all of that affected your mindset coming into the trials?
I mean, it's definitely different. It's a different perspective in life. Nothing to do with swimming. It's just different. Life couldn't look any different than it was 4 months ago for me, but it feels like I've been doing it forever. So I enjoy it. I got to see him last night. He got in it with Megan. He didn't take his own flight. So yeah, it was good seeing my family yesterday, get out of my hotel room, shaking the nerves, and just getting a good swim. So I'm ecstatic.
Awesome, and great to see your smile. We'll see you again later tonight.
This morning was trying to send a message to Dressel, and right now he's right next to him. So we'll see as Dressel builds. There was a time in this build-up from Tokyo to these next games in Paris this summer that Dressel was out of the pool for 9 months. Needed a break, took it, and now has been building himself back up. But Jack Alexi, who stands 6'7", 215 pounds, has just been building and building and building. So this, the 2nd semifinal to decide the final 8 who will swim for the first tomorrow night.
Boy, Dressel looked serious behind that block, didn't he? Right there in 5.
Take your marks.
Dressel just with an amazing start. How was this one?
This, as usual, great, fantastic. First to the 15-meter mark, no problem. Alexi with a white cap right underneath him, though. This is a kind of a little bit of a peek of what happened this morning in the prelims. Alexi is going to finish in there at 22.2. I said if he was at 22.2, he'd have a shot at the world record. That's the world record split.
Ponzan set the world record, leading off a relay at the Worlds in Doha. There's the line getting a little bit away from Alexi. Dressel is trying to challenge just below Alexi. Jack Alexi in lane 4 looking good. Caeleb Dressel's right below him. It looks like they're going to go 1-2. Alexi to the wall. Does indeed just out-touch Caeleb Dressel, but that was a very strong race for Dressel. He's got a smile on his face, and he seems to be very happy the way he's building.
Oh, that's a perfect word, Dan. Building. That's what you go ahead and win this semi, buddy. I'm just going to kind of hang tight, draft off of you a little bit, do my thing. I thought Alexi was just pushed that 50 a little bit too strong. I said if he was comfortable and didn't spin his wheels the first 15, 20 meters at 22.2, he could break the world record. Tomorrow night, I think if he swims the back half of that first 50 and builds it a little bit more, he still has a chance. This guy's going to be the guy to beat. Make no doubt about it. But the guy on the right, pretty good, isn't he? Watch this start. Great reaction time. But it's what he does and has done so many times in his career. Pops up that first 15 meters. And then, Dan, he kind of lets things take place. He did exactly what Alexi probably should have done there. Built that first 50. He was third at the wall. And then he goes 47.5. No problem. I said he wouldn't have a problem making it in. And this final is going to be loaded. Look at these guys are like linebackers, man, coming into the wall. Look at them. I mean, it's just crazy. And Dressel was tracking him, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Jack Alexi just out-touched him, but it was a really good second semifinal. So the results of that second one, Alexi just by a little bit over Dressel. Destin Lasco with a time of 47.9 was in the third position. Again, the objective was to make it to the final 8, and that's how they stack up. Kid from Notre Dame, Giuliano, followed by Alexi, Dressel, and Hunter Armstrong. It's going to be a great final tomorrow night. Alexi and Dressel making their own statements here on this night in Indy. A lot has changed in Caeleb Dressel's life through the years. We've talked about it. We'll see what kind of firepower he has here with all sorts of obstacles around him. Ryan Held is in lane 1 looking for his second Olympic berth. Destin Lasco is in lane 2. He swims at Cal. He's looking to make his first Olympic team. And there is Caeleb Dressel, lane 3, looking for his third straight Olympic berth. He's got 7 Olympic medals, all of them gold. Number 1 qualifier is Chris Giuliano. Already the first male swimmer from Notre Dame to make the Olympics. He was second in the 200 free. And there is Jack Alexi. He could be the biggest threat for anybody here. He's been building for this moment since last summer's Worlds when he took silver in the 50 and the 100, looking to make his first Olympic team. There's Hunter Armstrong, likely on his second Olympic team with his second place finish in the 100 back. McGuire McDuff, Florida swimmer, his first trials, big moment for him, his first final. Matt King rounds out the field in lane 8. These are his second Olympic trials. He's got 6 World Championship medals, all on the relays. So Rowdy, what's your feeling here as Dressel, Giuliano, and Alexi seem to be the 3 favorites here to go 1, 2, 3 in some sort of order?
Without a doubt, the best night so far at these trials, just like the women, the greatest American 100 field in history. No question about it. Watch Dressel on the start.
Take your marks.
Here we go.
Nobody's better than the first 15.
Yep, it was good.
First 15 right there. He can maintain that just a little bit more. He'll be fine coming home.
Dressel up there in lane 3. Again, below him is Notre Dame's Chris Giuliano. And Jack Alexi in lane 5, 2 below Dressel, trying to make his first Olympic team. They come crashing to the wall, tightly packed. It's Alexi with a narrow lead. Giuliano's right there, and Held up there in lane 1 is close. Dressel's gonna have to come back.
8/100ths of a second separated 3 swimmers at the halfway point.
Look at Ryan Held up in lane 1, and then you've got Giuliano in lane 4. Dressel's up there in lane 3, looking strong. They come crashing to the wall, and it's going to be tight. Giuliano wins it. Alexi second, Dressel third. Caeleb Dressel, 6/100ths of a second out of second.
Jeez, man, you had 6 guys under 48.
So with that, he will not have a chance to defend his Olympic gold medal. That close in this event, but he's made the team. Dressel on his 3rd straight Olympic team, but how about Giuliano?
What a meet. What a meet for this kid. I said in our meeting today, I said, he's gonna have a chance. Do not count him out. He has had a meet of a lifetime. Remember this name. These 2 guys that finished 1-2 are the future of American sprinting. There is no question. They're on the right-hand side. Dressel, he's gonna get to the first 15. No doubt about it. Right there, he pops up. That's what's gonna happen each and every time. And then these linebackers hit the wall and create a little bit of a tsunami going into that wall. Getting up underneath it, critical. And then the finish, Danny. Look at this. It just looks like a blur, doesn't it? 6/100ths. You've got to feel for Caeleb Dressel not making that team individually. He will be there on that relay. He has 2 more chances. Don't be giving up on Caeleb Dressel quite yet. He's still got the 100 fly in 53 coming up.
Giuliano wins it. #1 qualifier, and he's got some Olympic rings next to his name. All 4 of those swimmers qualifying by virtue of the relay. Dressel not able to defend Olympic gold. Hunter Armstrong is going to be a busy man in Paris after already finishing second in the 100 back, as we send you back down to Melissa.
Okay. All right, we got the relay team here. We're going to start with you. What a close race. How did you pull this one out?
We've been rehearsing the back half, the entire, leading into this meet, and just had to find a way and find an extra gear.
Jack, where are you? You're over here. Your first Olympics. You have made it. What does this mean to you?
Oh, it's so awesome. This experience is really surreal, especially how many fans are here tonight. It's quite a big relief as well, and I'm just happy to go to Paris with these guys.
Caeleb, this is your relay team. What are you looking forward to with swimming with these other 3 guys?
Well, I mean, I don't think we should shy away from it. I think world record is 47.3 average, so we got a shot at that. I mean, that's unbelievably fast. Top 4, top 5. Oh my gosh, top 6 were under 40. I just saw that. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. So, I mean, it's fantastic, great group of guys, and it's fast.
Yeah, Hunter, I was going to ask you the prediction for Paris.
Man. Well, yeah, I think we definitely want that world record. But most importantly, we need more cowbell.
Yeah, I love it. Go sign the postcard. Congratulations, guys.
Well, it's only natural that a man from Notre Dame would perform well in a football stadium. Chris Giuliano gets it done on his way to his first Olympics. Jack Alexi will join him in this event. Caeleb Dressel also a part of his 3rd straight Olympics.